Let me ask you something right now. What's stopping you from becoming who you were meant to be? Not who your boss thinks you are. Not who your family expects you to be. Not what society says you should settle for. I'm talking about the version of you that you see when you close your eyes, the one who is powerful, disciplined, fearless, and driven by a purpose bigger than excuses. That version of you is waiting. But here's the hard truth. No one is coming to rescue you. No one is going to build your dreams for you. Because in 2025, if you haven't realized this already, you owe it to you. This year isn't just another page in the calendar. It's a wake-up call. We're living in a world of distractions, entitlement, and blame games. But champions, true champions, don't point fingers. They look in the mirror and say, "It's on me." You owe it to yourself to take full ownership of your life. The moment you do that, your future starts to change. Think about it. You weren't born to live on autopilot. You weren't made to scroll your life away, waiting for motivation to show up like a guest at your door. Motivation? That's unreliable. It comes and goes. But self-responsibility, now that's different. That's a decision. It's a fire you light from the inside out, and once it's burning, no one can take it from you. Let me take you back to a story one I tell often because it hits home. There was a man working 3 jobs to support his family. He barely slept, barely ate right, and rarely got a break. People told him he should take it easy, that he was burning out. You know what he said? "I owe it to my kids. I owe it to my future self. I owe it to the version of me that promised I wouldn't give up just because life got hard." He didn't wait for conditions to be perfect. He didn't wait to feel ready. He acted. And that's the game changer in 2025. Action over excuses. You see, too many of us have fallen in love with our limitations. We say things like, "I'm not that smart. I've never done this before. People like me don't succeed." And we wear those statements like badges of honor. But let me ask you, are those beliefs building your future or destroying it? If you want 2025 to be the year everything changes, start here. Stop lying to yourself. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to go after your dreams. You already have the only permission that matters, your own. You owe it to yourself to stop apologizing for wanting more, to stop shrinking to fit in, to stop playing small when greatness is your birthright. Because here's the thing most people don't get. Self-responsibility isn't punishment. It's power. When you say, "No one else is responsible for my future but me," you take the wheel. Yes, it's heavy. Yes, it's scary. But it's also freeing. Because now you're in control. Let me be real with you. The world isn't fair. You might have been dealt a tough hand, broken home, financial struggles, health issues, lack of support. But listen carefully, your starting point doesn't determine your finish line. Your choices do. And that choice begins today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Do you know why some people keep winning year after year? It's not because they're smarter or luckier. It's because they decided that they are the author of their own story. They don't wait for opportunity, they create it. They don't chase motivation, they build discipline. They don't complain about the system. They become so good that they rise above it. In 2025, that needs to be you. You owe it to yourself to stop tolerating average. Stop making peace with procrastination. Stop treating your goals like they're optional. They're not. Your dreams are not a hobby, they're a responsibility. I want you to write this down, memorize it, tattoo it on your brain if you have to. I owe it to myself to do the hard things now, so I can live the life I deserve later. That's the blueprint. That's the shift. You want to be in shape. No one's doing those workouts for you. You want to grow a business. No one's staying up late studying the market for you. You want to write that book, learn that skill, make that impact. Guess what? It's on you. And before you think this is a lecture, it's not. It's a challenge. From me to you. From someone who knows what it's like to want more, but not know where to start. From someone who's fallen down, been rejected, laughed at, and told it's impossible. And I'm here to tell you, it's not impossible. It's just on you. Let 2025 be the year you stop outsourcing your power. Let it be the year you rise from the ashes of doubt. Let it be the year you say loud and clear, I owe it to me. Let's keep it real. This isn't about hype. This isn't about saying some feel-good lines and hoping something magical happens. No. This is about doing the work. The real work. The work when no one's watching. The work that doesn't get applause. The work that earns you the life you say you want. Let me ask you something again, and I want you to think deeply about it. Are your daily habits aligned with the future you say you want? Because most people say they want greatness. They say they want success. But their actions scream comfort, distraction, and avoidance. You cannot be hungry for your goals and addicted to your comfort zone at the same time. It doesn't work that way. If you truly believe you owe it to yourself, then act like it. Get serious about your mornings. You can't keep hitting snooze and expect your life to accelerate. Winners win the morning before they ever win the day. You owe it to you to start your day on purpose, not on autopilot. Start with 10 minutes of silence, gratitude, visualization. Move your body, prime your mind, set your intentions. That's not self-help, that's self-respect. You owe it to you to protect your energy. That means cutting off toxic relationships. That means unfollowing people who trigger your insecurities or keep you stuck in comparison. That means saying no to things that feel good now, but rob you later, like junk food, gossip, Netflix binges, or doom scrolling your life away. You know what really pays off in 2025? Clarity, discipline, focus. But none of those come by accident. You build them. You practice them. And when you fall off track, you don't stay down. You get up. You recalibrate. You remind yourself, I owe it to myself to be better than I was yesterday. Let me tell you a story that changed my life. There was a young man who worked as a janitor. Every day. He cleaned offices while people barely looked at him. But what no one knew is that he had a dream. He wanted to be a motivational speaker. So in between scrubbing floors and emptying trash cans, he practiced speaking. In the broom closet, he'd rehearse. In the mirror, he'd preach to himself. When everyone else saw a janitor, he saw the next chapter. 10 years later, he was on stages inspiring thousands. His name is Les Brown. You see, it's not where you start, it's what you believe while you're there. It's what you do in the dark that prepares you to shine in the light. Do not underestimate the power of small, daily victories. You don't have to flip your life overnight. Just do one thing today that moves you forward. Just one. Then tomorrow do it again. Progress compounds. Habits stack. Belief grows. Maybe you're thinking, but I've failed before. Good. That means you're trying. You're learning. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's the pathway to it. Every great story you admire is built on failure, on falling down, getting up and going again with more wisdom, more grit, more fire. Let's talk about self-talk because it matters. You can't keep saying things like, I'm not good enough, I'll never figure it out, I'm too late. Those words are shaping your reality. If you want to shift your life, you have to shift your language. You've got to speak power, even when you feel weak. You've got to affirm your future like your life depends on it, because it does. Every day, I want you to say this to yourself. I am not a victim of my circumstances. I am the architect of my future. I am not who I was. I am who I choose to become. I owe it to me to keep showing up even when it's hard. Look, 2025 is not going to magically gift you your goals. It's going to challenge you. It's going to test your commitment. It's going to make you question if it's worth it. And here's your answer why yes, it's worth it. That business you want to build? Someone's waiting for your solution. That weight you want to lose? Your health is waiting for your discipline. That book you want to write? Someone's life is waiting to be changed by your words. But none of it happens unless you take responsibility. Let me break it down to you like this. If you don't take control of your time, someone else will. If you don't take care of your health, you'll pay the price later. If you don't feed your mind, you'll live on mental junk food. If you don't guard your focus, you'll become a slave to distractions. If you don't choose your path, life will choose one for you, and it might not be the one you like. You owe it to yourself to live deliberately, not reactively. You want fulfillment? Then live with intent. Say no with confidence. Say yes with courage. And most importantly, say I can and I will even when doubt creeps in. Because here's the secret. Nobody owes you anything, but you owe you everything. You owe it to the little kid you used to be, the one who dreamed big before life told you to settle. You owe it to your future family, the one that's depending on you to break the cycles of pain, poverty, or silence. You owe it to your Creator to use every ounce of potential He placed inside you. And above all else, you owe it to yourself, to rise, to fight, to finish what you started. Let's bring this home. If you're still with me, if these words are stirring something deep in you, then you already know the truth. You've always known it. Deep down beneath the fear, beneath the self-doubt, beneath the pain, there's a voice that's been whispering. There's more for you. That voice is right. You weren't made to coast. You weren't made to exist quietly. You were made to expand. You were made to lead. You were made to evolve. But evolution doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens when you decide that the cost of staying the same is greater than the fear of changing. This is your moment, because somewhere out there, right now, someone with less talent, fewer resources, and more problems is still showing up and building their dream. They're not more gifted than you. They've just decided to stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. They've accepted that the journey is the growth, that discomfort is the signal, that responsibility is the freedom. You owe it to yourself to adopt that same mindset. Look, I know it's not easy. There will be days when you're tired, when the results don't show, when your progress feels invisible. There will be people who laugh, who doubt, who walk away. But let them misunderstand you. Let them question you. Because you're not doing this for them. You're doing this for you. You owe it to yourself to be misunderstood for a season, so you can be respected for a lifetime. Let them talk while you build. Let them sleep while you rise. Let them doubt while you decide. Decide what? That you're worth the effort. That your vision is not a fantasy, it's a responsibility. That your purpose is not optional, it's urgent. 2025 is not the year of someday. It's not the year of I'll try. It's the year of I will. It's the year of I'm done playing small. It's the year of let's get to work. Because here's the final truth I need you to hear. No one is going to hand you the life you want. But if you take ownership, real, radical, painful ownership, then everything changes. When you start taking 100% responsibility for your decisions, your attitude, your actions, your life opens up. Responsibility isn't just about fixing problems. It's about unlocking power. It's about stepping into your greatness. And that power is already inside you. It's always been there. You just have to claim it. So, what does that look like in real life? It looks like waking up early even when you're tired because you made a promise to yourself. It looks like saying no to that party, to that toxic friend, to that easy way out, because you have a bigger yes burning inside. It looks like facing your fears, calling that client, pitching that idea, recording that first video, writing that first page not perfectly, but powerfully, because action, not perfection, changes lives. If you're still waiting for permission, this is it. You've got one life, one chance, one voice, one story. You owe it to yourself to make it count. Let me leave you with this. Picture yourself 1 year from today, May 12, 2026. You look back at the version of you sitting here right now. The version who decided no more excuses. No more delay. I owe it to me. What do you see? You see the weight you drop, not just from your body, but from your soul. You see the business you launch, the books you read, the boundaries you set, the energy you protected. You see a version of yourself who walked through fear and came out stronger. You see someone who didn't let their past define them, because they chose to write a new chapter. And you realize it was always worth it, not because it was easy, but because you became who you were meant to be. So, say it with me. I owe it to myself. Say it again. I owe it to myself. This is your time, not theirs, not some days, not when it's convenient, Tess. Yours. Own it. Build it. Live it. Because in 2025, YOUWEITTOYOU